Hey YouTube, I thought I would share one more thing before I shared the video of the young man I spoke with last week. One thing that I wanted to share with everyone is that yes, I do run a CB radio. I actually have a 10-meter radio, Galaxy 66 XV, and it's a good radio. It does well. I also have a Connex 4300. I also have a Cobra 29 LTD. I have an RCI 2970, I'm sorry. So I have quite a few radios. I stick with my Galaxy, and I'm not one to harass anyone. I do try to get people to talk, but it's hard now. Like I said, a lot of people don't run CBs. I think that we should try to, get back into that because it can be very helpful. Especially, real quick, I want to share this real quick. Especially during the winter months, I left Virginia here, heading to Cleveland, Ohio, the Friday before Christmas Eve, this past year, and I was on the turnpike, the Pennsylvania Turnpike, heading westbound, and came upon a truck. And this particular weekend, there was a bad storm heading east. Some of you that's out there running may recall deep freeze, treacherous weather, everything. So I just left Breezewood, Pennsylvania. I'm heading west, and came upon a truck that was on the shoulder. So of course, my first instinct is to get on the radio and start to, hey, driver, are you okay? Are you okay? The last thing you want to do is have your fuel gel up on you. For those that do not know about trucking, fuel will gel. Diesel fuel will freeze and gel up and will shut your truck off. So one thing I hate to see is a driver out there stranded. So I hollered on the CB. Lo and behold, he did come back. He said that something was loose, on his side box, I think, but thanks for hollering. And I had my son with me, and we continued on. Happened to be that we had stopped at the first service plaza in Ohio, on the Ohio Turnpike. And as we were entering back on the highway, my fuel gelled up. And the truck shut off right there on the on-ramp, getting back on Interstate 76 from the service plaza. I walked back to the service plaza. I had already put some anti-gel in my tank. Walked back, got some more, got some starter fluid, thinking that we could possibly get the truck started. And to no avail, we spent about a half an hour doing that, and it was 17 degrees below zero with the wind chill. And no one at all, asked or hollered on the radio. Of course, it was about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I ended up calling the Ohio Turnpike Authority. They, in turn, put me in contact with a tow truck. We ended up being out there all together about 2.5 hours with the breakdown, with trying to get it started, and with the tow truck coming. We ended up getting towed to Youngstown, Ohio. Thankfully, I still had signal on my cell phone, still had a decent charge. But little instances like that, sometimes you may be in an area where you have no cell signal, and your CB may be your only saving grace. So please keep in mind, if nothing else, for safety reasons. But once again, I do run a CB radio. My CB handle is laid back, and I'm going to show a picture of my truck. Just in case you see me out here. I'm sure you can see on my hoodie who I drive for. So I'm going to make myself available. Please, by all means, if you see me, holler. If you want to do something, if you want to do an interview or whatever, you bring up the topic. We'll talk about it. Thank you once again for tuning in. Totally True to Trucking, 4T. Patrick Howard, signing off.